worked as a equality fellow with Center for Law and Policy Research. During my stint as a equality fellow, uh, I had to I involve myself in litigation, policy research, and interacting with social activists who are working on the issues of caste discrimination, gender discrimination, and disability issues. I also worked on the litigation in more than 30 cases during the this fellowship tenure for past 2.5 years. In these 2.5 years, I get to learn a lot of things while I was working with CLPR, and it was a uh, quite good learning experience. I enjoyed working with CLPR and the issue of intersectional discrimination. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Priyanka Aspat. I worked as a part-time equality fellow here at the Center for Law and Policy Research. The work that I did mostly involved litigation, specifically anti-discrimination litigation that dealt with cases where people had disabilities. There was caste discrimination and gender discrimination. Sometimes there was an intersection of all of these three things. But the exposure to this was very, very rewarding. There was also, I also got to be a part of several workshops where I learned a lot from people that work in these fields at the ground level. The overall experience, I would say, was very fulfilling, and it's an opportunity that one doesn't get very often. So it was a great experience.
I'm Shahnaz, joined CLPR as Equality Fellow in January 2021. These 9 months of experience gave me a lot of learning that will last with me throughout my legal career. And I only joining CLPR, I came to know a lot many things that is happening in the society at the ground level. That is, example, caste discrimination and gender discrimination. And after joining CLPR, I met so many transgender persons personally, and came to know their problems and difficulties that they are facing in their lives because of this discrimination, gender discrimination. And this experience is so enriched and enlightening. Thank you so much.
So one of the greatest learnings of working with CLPR as an equality fellow has been the specificity of litigation that I was able to do. I was able to do specifically equality and non-discrimination cases, and I'm quite glad to have been got that focus in my career. There were a lot of interesting issues, including indirect discrimination, which I got to understand more and learn more. And specifically, I could see how it plays out in court and how concepts could be actually employed in courts and could come into practice and could actually come into the aid of litigators. The second aspect, which I should mention, is that I was introduced to policy work, and that was an area which I was unfamiliar with or less familiar with so far, since I've been working as a litigation lawyer. Thirdly, the aspect is that I was exposed to interacting with several people across the country and several litigation lawyers, and I got to learn a lot from the wonderful people who are at CLPR, and I'm quite glad that I was part of the fellowship, and feel quite fulfilled to have done that. Thank you.